Hey everybody, this is MikeLepond from Symphony X, and I'm doing an interview here for Necrotv, correct? And I'm here to promote my first solo album ever called Silent Assassins, and it's a pleasure to talk to you guys.
Alright, tell me about your new project, Silent Assassins.
Well, it's something I've been working on for the last 2 years now. And it's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, but it's finally in the recording process. The music, basically, it's like a heavy metal, power metal record. Some influences could be like Manowar, Judas Priest, Blind Guardian, and there's also some elements of like Blackmore's Night in there, some Renaissance style music, some Arabian style music. So I tried to do a lot of different things, and I tried to make each song just be its own style. so the record is not boring. So hopefully you guys will really like it. On the record, the vocalist is Alan Tecchio, and you may know him from. Right now, his newest band is Autumn Hour, but also he's probably most well known for being in Watchtower. And on lead guitar is Metal Mike Kleisczyk. He is probably most well known for being in Rob Halford's solo band, but he's also been in like Testament. He's also played with Sebastian Bach and plenty of things. All these guys are from New Jersey, right here, so it was really easy to slap together. But everything is sounding really good, so hopefully within the next few months I can get this thing released and we could all hear it, and we'll hopefully like it.
Do you write all the lyrics and the music?
Yes, I wrote all the music, I wrote all the lyrics, and I also wrote all the vocal melodies. So all Alan had to do was just sing it back to me with a real voice, because my voice stinks. so you know, it was real easy. I made it real easy for everybody, and it came out real good. Alan's got a real gritty, kick-ass style heavy metal voice, and I think you guys will all like it when you hear it.
Okay, this is the evil part of Necrotv, and this is the, all the awkward questions that many people don't want to answer. Like for example, in any of your concert, when you was playing the bass, you have like a flying underwear thrown to you, or any brass, because the ladies, they get crazy.
Wow, yeah, that would be nice if it happened, but it's never happened yet. Most Symphony X shows, most of the people who go to the shows are male, so it's mostly guys, so the chances of that happening are very slim. But I mean, I think, I've been in the band probably 13 years now, and that's maybe happened maybe 5 times in the whole 13 years. But if anybody wants to throw their underwear at me, please do.
Okay, well, I'll say one thing. Maybe Symphony has come in 2014, and we tried to get you in Annysia too. So ladies, all for Spain, if you have underwear or bras, sold to Mike, because he's gonna love it. Also, if they're like black underwear, because you like them, right? Okay, thank you for your question.
Yeah, and please make sure it's just ladies. No men are allowed to throw their underwear.
Mostly the men throw some use underwear. Next question. For example, you have any instructor?
Well, being on Facebook the way I am, I'm very accessible. So, as you guys know, it's very easy to find me, it's very easy to talk to me, and I like doing that because I like to be close to the fans. But there have been only a few, not really a lot, very, very few. Just a few occasions where maybe some girls got a little too crazy, maybe they, I'll meet them the first day on Facebook, and then the next day they want to come and visit, so but it's only happened a few times, but it's okay. So in a situation like that, I just am very nice to them. I'm very honest. I'll just be like, we just met. Let's, just take it slow. And usually they're fine with that, and they're very happy about it.
You told me one occasion that one of those stalkers told you they used to marry you. Wow.
Yes. There has been a couple of occasions where, they want me to. Now, as soon as they meet me, they want me to come to their country and marry them. And
oh my God! Excuse me that I laugh, but
so this is, but it's okay. I appreciate that they like me. I appreciate that they support the band, and I'm always very nice and very gracious to them. And it just comes with the territory of being in a popular metal band, I mean, before I was in Symphony X, I would have never gotten a proposal like that, so I don't mind.
Of course, men don't care. It's different when it's a woman. They feel like more like uncomfortable. And the other question is, tell me any funny history that happened when you was out in tour or a concert.
Oh, okay. Well, there's two things I can think of. When I first joined Symphony X, I had never been on a tour bus before. So, and I'm a little claustrophobic. So, on the tour bus, we all have small little bunks to sleep in, and it's almost like a coffin. So, literally, almost every night, at some point during the night, in my sleep, I would think I was trapped, and I would start punching the walls and yelling and screaming, and I would throw myself out into the hallway.
Wow.
And then the guys would all like point and make fun of me, and it was fun. The other thing that comes to mind is usually at the end of the tour, the last day of the tour, the bands like to play tricks on each other. It's kind of the way we bond and the way we say goodbye. So there'd be shows where, we would be playing on stage and the band would be throwing food at us from backstage. There's other cases where we'll be playing on stage and some guys will come on stage dressed in their underwear or dressed like in a diaper or dressed like a woman, crazy stuff like that. But it's all in good fun, and it's all part of the fun of the tour.
Alright, I wanted to know how you started playing the bass and what was your major influence for beginning the bass?
Well, I started playing the bass because of this. My father took me to see Kiss one day, and it was my first concert in New York City. So I'm looking at the concert, and I'm watching Gene Simmons, and he's spitting blood, and he's spitting fire, and he's flying all over the place, and I was like, wow, that's what I want to do. So after that, my father bought me a bass, and the first thing I did was learn every Kiss song they ever had written up till that time, and that actually was good. It taught me some different bass lines and Gene Simmons style. And then from there, I discovered other bass players like Geezer Butler from Black Sabbath. I studied his style intensely. Then I went to Steve Harris from Iron Maiden. I learned his style. And Geddy Lee from Rush. But probably my favorite bass player of all was Joey DeMeo from Manowar. I just loved his power and his intensity in his playing. And and so basically I put all those styles together, and then I came out.
How did you get hooked up with Symphony X?
Yes, well, during the 90s, you know, I was a struggling musician on the New Jersey rock metal scene. And, you know, I played in many bands, and, you know, we used to open up for the bigger international bands that would come through Jersey. But one day, I just happened to know this guy who used to hang out at this club that we all went to. And he said, you know, Symphony X is looking for a bass player. I think you'd be great for it. So at that point, I knew Symphony X a little bit, not too much. So I said, yeah, sure, give them my number. And sure enough, I got a call from Michael Romeo, and he told me about the band, and he sent me 2 CDs, and he wanted me to learn a couple of songs. So I put the CD in, and I was like, wow. I was like, this stuff is so hard to play, I'm going to have to, like, practice my ass off to learn this stuff. So I practiced, and I practiced, you know, hours and hours each day. And then I went to the first audition, and to my surprise, I did very well. So then they set me up for a second audition with 3 more songs, and I did well on that one too. And then to my surprise, they asked me to join the band, and it was amazing because, you know, I went to, you know, playing the Jersey scene where you would just play to, like, the bartender and his girlfriend, and then the next day, my first show with the band was in Brazil in front of 1,000 people.
Wow.
So it was really a dream come true.
How do you feel being in a project like Annysia with Rosemak?
Well, I met Rosemak in 2010 in Rochester, New York, and I was really impressed with her. I was impressed with her drive for music, and I was really impressed with her voice. So what we did is we kept in touch, and eventually she moved to Spain, where we still kept in touch. And she was determined to have a metal project, and I really appreciated that in her. And then finally she put together Annysia, and she got some people like Alexi, and she started to put some music together. And, you know, I just knew it would be good. So I listened to the song, I played bass on the song, and I think it's going to be a great song, the first one that you sent me. And I'm looking forward to working with Rose for the rest of the Annysia project, and maybe hopefully even come out there and do some work with her, either recording or playing shows. And yeah, like I said, everything is going great with Annysia, and all the best.
Thank you.
All right, is there anything else you want to say about your new project, Silent Assassins?
Okay, well, first I want to say thank you to Rose and Bill for the interview on Necrotv. I wish you all the best of luck with your TV show. I wish Rose all the best of luck with Annysia. Yes, and I want to say thank you to my European fans and my fans all over the world who are going to watch this. Thank you for all your support for Symphony X. And I want to thank all the people for their support on my first solo album. Again, the project and the album is called Silent Assassins. And right now I have a project going on Kickstarter for donations. So if you can go to Kickstarter.com and donate anything you can, I would be very, very grateful. And again, thank you very much.
For me, Necrotv, Mike, and I wish you all the best, and I hope that your solo project get a lot of fans, because you really do show that you're an amazing person, an amazing bass player, and we are honored to have you here in Necrotv Underground Online TV. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you here in Spain, because I own you a paella. And I hope that we can play with Annysia all together. It will be a dream come true.
And it would be a dream come true to have your paella.
So this is it for Necrotv interview. Thank you so much, Mike, for being here. Thank you all the Necrotv fans for support this underground metal program. And the only thing I say, don't be naughty or Krampus will go get you. And happy Metal Christmas to all, and I will see you in January.
Yes, thank you so much. Happy Metal Christmas to everybody. Everybody stay safe. And you know what? There's so much great metal music out there. There's so much great metal bands that you may not even have heard of. So go out looking for these bands. Support all the metal bands. Support Necrotv. Support all the bloggers. Everybody who's involved in metal. And let's just keep it going, because it's never going to die. Merry Christmas.